Hey, this is Juliana, and it's week 5. And once again, an awesome slew of chapters to read, especially in Katrin. I am so, the thing I think that I got the most out, that I'm getting the most out of this is that it is a toolbox, as one of my classmates said. But also, I really need to step up my directorial process, because there's so much that I know I could do better and more in depth, and stuff that I could ask my actors to do more, that I'm just not doing that. I'm like getting overwhelmed by other things, and then I forget to do that, but they're so important. And so I'm honestly, I mean, I think I've said before, I'm just a little theater nerd, and I'm really excited to put this into my directing and into my own acting too. So one of the very first takeaways that I saw in this was the utilitarian characters, especially for inexperienced actors, whether they're younger or older. I have noticed lately that the concept of ensemble is something that it takes them a while to learn, first of all. And when you're using ensemble as like, we're all an ensemble, including me and the crew, that can confuse them when they're like, but I'm also the ensemble in the play. And I say, yes, you are part of the ensemble in the play. You're also part of our ensemble. And so using those words, I think that they're kind of getting confused. And that, I think, is sometimes what leads to thinking that they're not an important part of the show. But using like the word utilitarian, of course have heard of protagonist, antagonist, etc. But that word utilitarian, I think, is going to be such a great word to add to my vocabulary when I'm talking to them, because I can literally say, no, we are utilizing you. You are being utilized. You are a very important part of this play, because you are the characters that kind of drive the play, that make things happen. And so I really think that that's going to help with even experienced actors who get cast in the ensemble when they're usually like a leader supporting role. I think that them realizing, oh, this is the type of character I am. I think that is going to help quite a bit with some of those characters. The second thing that I really, really enjoyed reading about was the subtext and the themes. And I think I get so caught up in what is this play about, and how are we going to show it to people, that I don't delve as deeply as I should into the subtext. And of course, that's so important to plays and in real life too. We all use subtext in what we say. So I'm excited to use that in my directing again, and in my own acting, to actually look into that and see how we can make the play more meaningful to the actors and the audience. That also goes along with the physicality. They talked about, there's always that sometimes you have to do something physical to bring the emotion about, or your emotions can bring the physical in. And I think I get so overwhelmed with all the other things that you have to do in a play, especially in a one-person department, that I forget how much physicality really goes into a play. And so I really enjoyed reading about that part too. And again, it's just one thing that I feel I'm just going to need to step up in my own directing and acting. And I'm actually very excited to do that, because I think, this is educational theater for me in particular, and I'm excited to be able to teach my kids that. And then the final thing I want to talk about with just a couple seconds left, the advertisements that Baughman talks about are a great idea. They're everything that he said in that chapter are things that I've also used before. There's always a homecoming fest that the theater department is usually asked to be at, or to perform at. And so it's always there's lots and lots of people. So being able to do anything in the community like that, if anyone's struggling to get the word out, anytime you can go into the community, even if it's like, I don't know, to Walmart and be like a little quick traveling troupe that does a little flash mob or something in the parking lot. Anytime you can get the word out is really good out to the public. So thank you.